What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J-Main, back checking in with the people. And look, every damn week we get a new Xbox rumor ever since this year has started. I mean, from Game Pass to studio acquisitions to new heads of Microsoft Studio. It's like every damn week, every damn day is something new. This week ain't no different. Now we talking Microsoft purchasing EA, possibly Valve, possibly PUBG Corporate. Now that rumor we actually have heard for a while now, and that PUBG, ever since they got the times exclusivity on Xbox One, they were in talks of trying to buy the whole damn conglomerate when it comes to that corporation. Now that's something that, I don't know, that is possible. Out of these three, I see that being the most likely. But anyway, I want to get into this article a little bit. Now, to start it off, this is an article about Xbox having a serious problem in the exclusive game department. Now, Polygon has written this article, so take any rumors you hear from this, of course, with a grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing has been announced by Microsoft, so we got to go off what we read in here. Now, of course, they talk about the big problem with the exclusives and what the PlayStation 4 is doing, how it's beating it in sales, what exclusive games they got coming out, what third-party deals they got coming out, what they think Microsoft can do to catch up to PlayStation or change the basically the perception of Xbox games right now. Yada, 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 yada. We want to get to the juicy stuff, the big important stuff, and that's the acquisition rumors. I can't speak right now. This is too much for even me to talk about right now. It's every damn day. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Every time I come on here, it's something new. Now, I want to read parts of this article, and then, of course, I'm going to break it down and give my thoughts and opinions on what I think is true, what I think can possibly happen. So, here we go. Some of the names being thrown around as possible acquisitions for Microsoft are frankly astounding, even unthinkable. Unthinkable. Yeah, some of these are definitely unthinkable. But the fact that they are doing the rounds is instructive. That is important. The most recent one we heard from a reliable source close to Microsoft was, in fact, Electronic Arts. Now, I want to stop right there. EA. Woo! EA has a lot of damn IPs under their belt right now. I mean, from the sports titles like FIFA, Madden, and whatever you think about NBA Live, they still got it. To games like the Star Wars Battlefront franchise, the new Anthem game coming out, all the other studios that they got under their belt. If Microsoft was to actually purchase EA, wow, talk about a get. Titanfall. We all know they just purchased the studio that makes Titanfall. Talk about getting Titanfall back under their belt. The Star Wars thing is a little sketchy because I know Disney, they have the license to that. And there was rumors that they were even threatened taking it away because of the backlash they got with the microtransactions. Oh, how could I forget Battlefield? Battlefield, another EA property that would be a huge get for Microsoft. Now, I would have to believe if Microsoft was to purchase EA, they would kind of do something like they did with Minecraft and keep some of these games multi-platform. Because why would you take away guaranteed sales being multi-platform and bring them all exclusive to one platform and lose money pretty much? When you make a big purchase like this, you want to capitalize, you want to profit off of it, of course. And keeping these games multi-platform is the big picture for some of these games. I think a game like Titanfall, you can bring exclusive, but then again, it's almost like, do you really want to? Like I said before, you're going to make more money being on multiple platforms. Now, another thing about EA is they have EA Access, which currently right now is exclusive console-wise to the Xbox. I know they have Origin Access on PC, which is similar, where they offer trials for games. You can get discounts. You can play games a week early, yada, yada, yada. Now, EA Access is kind of similar to Game Pass. Now, if Microsoft was to purchase EA, would they then combine the two services and now all the games that were on EA Access come to Game Pass? That would be huge too, because while you keep those games multi-platform, like a Battlefront, like all the sports franchises that they got, like a Titanfall, like a Battlefield, does Game Pass entice people to now move over to the Xbox platform where they can get these games for $10 a month and get this huge library of games that they have to offer from the first-party games, which would include EA. EA games now would be first-party Microsoft games. So that would make Game Pass, if it was a no-brainer already, I don't know what's higher than a no-brainer. it would make it such a value that you would not be able to deny a purchase of the service. It would be almost foolish for you to buy a $60 game coming from Microsoft anymore. So that's just like some of the things I can think of off the top of my head that would benefit Microsoft from buying EA. Now, would EA sell? I don't know. I don't know their situation. I don't know what's going on, if they're pressed for money. I don't know if they want to sell, if they're going to sell all their IPs, what the situation is with that, because we've seen before where companies will sell something but keep certain assets. You know what I'm saying? Not everything goes over in the deal. So it's a lot to unpack there. It would be a huge get. And if it's anybody in the industry that can afford to buy an EA, it is Microsoft. Now, Phil Spencer has moved up in the whole Microsoft, chain of commands, I guess you want to say. He's, at the top making some, big executive decisions. And this is something that he can possibly be throwing around like, look, we get EA, we get all their catalog, we can improve Game Pass, which we already got Xbox first-party games coming. And people are probably going to come over to our platform, subscribe to the service, and we making money. And now and everything, like a lot of EA games are microtransaction focused. So that's even more revenue coming in from people who are buying this Game Pass service. So it would be a smart get for Microsoft to get EA under their umbrella. I do want to talk about Valve. Out of the three, I think Valve is one that they would never be able to purchase. Valve is such on top of their shit right now that it would be crazy to think that they would sell that off. The way Steam is going, it's like the biggest platform. It is the biggest platform on PC, one of the biggest platforms in gaming when it comes to being a market, a digital market, and just a service to offer gamers games. And Microsoft buying Valve is just not something that I could see happening, not because they can't afford it, but for the simple fact that I don't think Valve would sell at this point. I just don't see it happening. Valve, no, I'm not even entertaining the idea of that happening, because I think it's foolish to even think that Valve would sell. And then I already touched on PUBG Corp. They do want to bring their game to multi-platform, but like I said in the EA segment, Microsoft has purchased games like a Minecraft that have been on other platforms, so it's not foreign for them to purchase a company that has their games on multiple platforms. They're not afraid to jump in there and have a game that they own on different platforms. So PUBG is probably something that I could see them purchasing. EA will be next. Valve is like, hell no, that's a long shot. If that ever happens, then we know hell is frozen over. But I do want to continue reading this article. Now, it says, because where we are in the life cycle of all these things, I'm expecting to hear Microsoft announce something very, very shortly. Seth Van Dronen. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Sorry, I'm butchering your name, dog, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. Another reason for optimism about an acquisition comes from internal shifts within Microsoft. Like I said, Spencer was promoted in the fall to Executive Vice President, Gaming, where he has a much bigger say over how video games fit into the company's overall strategy. And Game Pass was one of his ideas, and I'm pretty sure moving the first-party games day and date to Game Pass was one of his ideas as well. He came on at a time when Xbox was in a bad position, said Cole. I think he's made the best of the bad situation. The overall strong position of the company is positive because it gives the room to invest in gaming. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella is more enthusiastic about games and Xbox than his predecessor. Steve Ballmer greenlighting the $2.5 billion purchase of Minecraft developer Mojang as one of his first major acquisitions in 2014. Now, basically everything I just been saying. Phil Spencer seems to be making moves to put the Xbox in position to get money and invest money back into gaming the best way that he can think of. And with the Game Pass moves, with these pickups, I think making these games multi-platform, keeping these games multi-platform, and having them under the Microsoft umbrella, it smells like money. You know what I'm saying? It looks like money when you look at a purchase like this. And it might be a huge buy, but I think they're going to make that money back 10 times over. So not something that I don't see happening. A long shot for some of these names, but if anybody was to do it, it's Microsoft. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. More rumors, but I think there's some smoke here. I think there's some smoke to some of these purchases. So don't be shocked if we hear something, who knows, maybe at E3, who knows, maybe before that. Rate the video, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, or if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.